Okay, first thing I do before I ride, every time I ride, is I do a pre-flight check. What a pre-flight check is, I just kind of do some tests on my horse to see if he's going to be jumpy or see if I have his attention. Horses are like people. Sometimes they have bad days, sometimes they have good days. I want to know what kind of day he's having before I get on. First thing I do is I have him bridled and I have him saddled. I put my rope through the curb strap and make a bowline knot. So I put a loop, then my rabbit comes out of the hole, goes around the tree and back in the hole. I use this knot because this goes back and forth and I can be able to switch directions with him pretty easily. Also, I don't have my saddle tightened all the way yet. I will do that when I'm done doing all this groundwork. Okay, the first step I like to do when I'm doing my groundwork or my pre-flight check is I make sure my horse will flex for me. So I'm going to ask Dollar to flex. And he flexes good that way. And he's going to flex good for me that way. The next thing I like to do is make sure I can disengage his hindquarters. To do that, I'm going to tip his nose towards me and kick him with my stirrup in position number 3 for your feet. What I want now, when he's doing that, is I want him to stand on this inside leg and move his back legs crossing him. I'm going to ask him to go. And I go about 3 times each way. I'm going to do this side. I'm going to back him up. Okay, the next thing I like to do is make sure I can move his front end. So I'm going to start by walking him, and then I'm going to ask him to move his front end away from me. So we're going to go. And then I turn towards him and ask him to move his front end. And he crosses, hopefully he'll cross his front legs when we're doing this. And I do this a little bit each direction. And the more you work with your horse, and the more you do these exercises, the better they get at them. Dollar hasn't been messed with for a couple weeks, so he's kind of rusty. Next thing I like to do is I put the rope around his butt and see if he's going to follow the pressure of the rope. So I put the rope over him, hold onto a rein, go around his bottom, and then I'm going to give him a light pull. And he should just follow around. He was more interested in what was on the ground than me. So we're going to try it this way, and I'll ask him, and he just follows me right around. Good boy. Then I like to do some small circles with my horse on the ground. Some people call this lunging. I'm not going to run him a whole bunch of direction, or a whole bunch of times one direction. I'm not trying to wear him out. I'm just going to make sure he's behaving and doing what I tell him. So I'm going to point for him to go this way and swing my rope at his shoulder. And I normally don't go more than 3 times around. I'm going to look at his bottom and bend over. And he turns his butt away from me. And we're going to go the other way. I'm going to point, Swing my rope at his shoulder. He's feeling a little goofy today. And then I'll motion towards his back end, look at his bottom, and he's going to turn his butt away from me and stop. Since he was acting a little spunky, I can make him go a little more. Get up. Come on. Oop. Now there you see I smacked the saddle with my rope. He was getting kind of sticky, didn't want to go. So I just tap my rope on the saddle and hopefully that makes him go. Swing the rope at his bottom, will make him go a little better too.